danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Missouri State Bears, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Aggies have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bears offense will go to work first. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Quarterback making checks. Complete to start this drive. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Let's take a moment and think Missouri State. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the two top teams in the conference. These might be two of the better teams in the entire country. These two teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup, regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference, of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position, you hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
Now on the return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Aggies offense will have its first possession of the game. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy you want him to be. And now he gets to step in as a senior with all that experience and lead this squad.
Yeah, and David, he's worked so hard for this moment too, right? This guy put his heart and soul into the offseason workout program, knowing this day was inevitably going to come. He's going to have an opportunity in this game to stat it up. He's going to get the ball early. He's going to get it often. A lot of people really excited to see how he plays in this one.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Now they'll run it to the right here. There he goes. He's all the way out to the 32-yard line before he's forced out of bounds.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Wants to go up top. A strike downfield. There he goes. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Handoff from the gun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Power football with the run. Lots of running room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bears kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He might want another play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quick release by the QB. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Thanks to grab. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And the Bears started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri State! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Owens. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Got the quick pass.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. And the Bears will move the sticks.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
We've come to the end of the period. It's Missouri State holding the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. To the air on first down. Fires into the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown Bears!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Penn State has the lead right now inside Beaver Stadium, but it hasn't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by 4 over Marshall. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. At the 40, there he goes. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Aggies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Dropping back, it's Bullock. Catch in the middle, it's Alexander. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right?
He's got it inside the 30. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. On the ground, it's Alexander. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing if that ball would just trickle into the end zone. So here comes the Bear offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Good timing on the quick out. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Give to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Bears decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catch is made at the 15. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Grabbed in the middle, it's Norman. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to pass, it's Bullock. Caught behind the line, it's Norman.
Second down pass, complete to the wideout. Loss of 2. Brings up.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love this.
Wide open spaces. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys. Those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
Man, that D tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just all words you describe defensive linemen with.
Quickly out to the tight end. Jumped on top of the pile.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Maybe a tad out of field goal range and way too close to punt it. Kind of in no man's land, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Quick completion on the out. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. The give to the tailback. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own. Fortunately, ended up losing yards.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. A delay of game penalty like that just riles up the defense even more. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On fourth down, going to the air. Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted to stop the threat. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in College Station. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Kyle Field.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Bears will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. He makes the catch. All out of space. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Haul that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. They go to the wide receiver screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. The Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. And the Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for room. It's Alexander. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
To the air, it's Bullock. Caught in the backfield, it's Alexander. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So here comes the Missouri State offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They'll leave it with him. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle, it's Johnson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking to throw. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. I don't blame them. They're going to keep working this guy out of the slot until somebody finds a way to stop him.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you, man? You find a matchup that's working, and you got a guy with this kind of athletic ability in the slot, dude. Keep finding him, keep using different routes. So far, the defense doesn't have an answer for him.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Gonna run it. It's Townsend. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
The Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Absolutely center cut. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Coming out with it, it's Irvin. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Powers through the defender. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air, it's Bullock. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Quick spin on the ride. Turning it on. He's loose. The 40. Past the 30. He's at the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice game.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Wants to throw on first down. Working that wide receiver screen. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the right. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
From the gun, the ground game.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabs it in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, the defense just has not had an answer for this guy working out of the slot so far. Man coverage has been tricky. He's beaten them in zone. You might want to think about bracketing him where you've got a defender on the outside and the inside to see if you can force the quarterback to go somewhere else with the ball.
They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The screen, and watch out. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You don't allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. And the Bears will have it 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Joyner. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the right. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
In this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up. Maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get 1st downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And it's picked off at the goal line. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Here's the pressure. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First play of the drive comes from the 41. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Texas A&M would love to run out this clock. Using his legs, it's Alexander. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Scanning the field, it's Bullock. Got his man. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. I know this is disappointing, but plenty of teams have suffered early losses and come back to have great seasons. I mean, think of 1983 Miami, one of the great teams of all time. Blown out in the opener, won the national championship.
Well, some of us weren't alive. Everybody probably playing this game wasn't alive with that comment. But yeah, great example, Reese. But listen, your season isn't over. Things still down the road for you to look forward to, still improve on, can still have all of your dreams out in front of you. But, you know, 83, Jesse, I know you were playing college football then, but share.
I think I had just learned how to walk. And it's funny, guys, just like that 83 team, this team that lost here today, they are also very talented. They just got to take care, fixing up and cleaning up some of these mistakes, but no doubt, lots to play for moving forward. Can't wait to see what happens next week.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.